Today, I'm going to be going over the difference between a complete set, a master set, and a Grandmaster set when it comes to Pokemon cards. And as a disclaimer, there's really no definitive set of rules, but I'm going to explain it to my understanding. And for this example, we're going to use Obsidian Flames because I have a million of those cards. And let's assume that there's 4 cards in the set I wish, starting off with this Umbreon, let's say the Palafin, the Togekiss, and then the illustration rare Lechonk. Now, again, assuming that there's only these 4 cards in this set, this would be a complete set. You need one of every single card. Sometimes people argue that the illustration rares or the secret rares don't count because they exceed the set list or the set number. And what that means is if you look at the Togekiss, as you can see down here, it's number 85 out of 197, which means there's 197 cards in the set. But this Lechonk, this is number 209 out of 197, which again exceeds the set list number. So I've seen some people argue that the secret rares count more towards the master set, but I think these still count towards the complete set. So again, assuming these are the only 4 cards in the set, this would be a complete set. However, it doesn't matter which one of these cards you have, and what I mean by that is, let's say for example the Palafin, you don't have the holo, but you have the reverse holo. That still technically counts as a complete set because you still have one of each card. But where the reverse holos really matter is in terms of the master set, because the master set, you need the complete set, but then you also need the reverse holo of every single card as well. So this would be again, Lechonk's not going to have one, but this would be a master set. We have the standard card as well as its reverse holo and then all of these secret rares. So this to me is a master set. And another good way to think of a master set is it's literally every single card that you can pull from a booster pack, which kind of goes into the Grandmaster set of things. So a Grandmaster set would be the complete master set, but then you would also need every other variation of a card in that set. So for example, and why I brought up the booster pack thing, is that this Halloween stamped Umbreon would technically be required for the Grandmaster set because it's from the Obsidian Flames set. You can see it still has the OBF badge, but it also has a Halloween stamp, so you can't pull this from a booster. Well, I guess technically you can, but not from an Obsidian Flames booster pack. And now some cards have more than one variation, some cards have no extra variations. So for example, this one also has like a GameStop stamp, an EB Games stamp, and a couple others. So like that would be required. And then in terms of Palafin, you might not be able to see it with the sleeve on, but this is a non-holo variant from the Build and Battle deck, which Palafin by default is a holo. So this would be required because that's another additional variation that still has the Obsidian Flame stamp. And then probably the most common variant you'll see is the Cosmo holo like we have on this Togekiss. But the Cosmo holo is obviously different than the standard holo that you get from the booster packs. And this you get in like check lane blisters or premium collection boxes or whatever. So then at this point, this would be the Grandmaster set, again, assuming these are the only cards in the set. Obviously, it gets a lot more crazy with full sets, but just for the sake of being simple, you essentially have the complete set, the master set, and then the Grandmaster set, which is literally the master set plus every other variant of a card in a set, which I was thinking about doing this with Obsidian Flames, but there's like a Great Ball Stamp Pidgeot EX that's like $1,200. So at that point, yeah, I'm not, I'm not doing that. I mean, maybe one day, but that's why Grandmaster sets are so insane, because getting the variants is sometimes pretty difficult. And another example of something required for the Grandmaster set would be any set exclusive promos. So for example, we have the Obsidian Flames ETB Charmander, and if you look, it doesn't say OBF, it says SVP, which is Scarlet and Violet promo, but the only way to get this is from an Obsidian Flames product. So therefore this would count towards the Grandmaster set, but not the master set or the complete set. You can still have them in the set, but they're not necessary, which necessary doesn't even mean anything because again, there's really no rules, but that's how I look at it. Complete set is just one of every card regardless of the variant. Arguably, you could probably have the Halloween stamp instead of the Umbreon, and that still counts for the complete set. Master set is you need the normal plus the reverse, and again, essentially anything you can pull from a booster pack. And then the Grandmaster set is every version of every card from any product within that set, which is absolutely insane. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that explained it in good enough detail. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll try to explain it better or make you even more confused. But before we go, as always, don't forget you can use code Yuzu to save 10% off your Vault X orders. That goes for these nice exact fit penny sleeves. You can get the binders, deck boxes, whatever else. And in terms of tracking your cards or even setting them up in binder views, you can use code Yuzu to get a free month of pro membership at Pokemon.gg. Tracking whatever is free, but you do need a pro membership for the binder view, which to me, I would say is a necessary tool if you're going for master sets. But aside from that, don't forget to leave a like and follow, and go follow me on other socials just in case TikTok actually ends up getting shut down in like 2 days, unless Elon or Mr. Beast buys it, which we'll see.